I swear some people are just joyless. They just hate joy. They hate happiness. And the simplest thing can just set them off. I never thought I'd see the day that literally what is this, 8-second ad? I'm sorry, 21-second ad. Sorry, 21-second ad would set off the internet so freaking bad. What was in this ad? Could it be that it was super offensive? Did it harm somebody? Did somebody lose their job? Did it defame somebody? Did it do something horrific? No. It just showed a family eating McDonald's. That's enough to set people off now. Somebody on the Discord brought this to my attention. Let me check to make sure that I got the right person. Vione, they brought this up to my attention, and I was like, shrug, internet gets offended by something stupid. There's outrage over something stupid. Move on with my life. But it sort of did start to kind of trickle in my head some thoughts and some broader discussion about this whole thing. And yes, the sum of the whole thing is this having this commercial where there's a mother, a daughter, sitting on the lap of the father, and they're eating McDonald's to some lo-fi music in the background before a logo with McDonald's. That apparently offends people. And this isn't new. I kind of mentioned this in a previous video. This is just ongoing stupid conversation about how we hate everything that is this. Having this sort of relationship portrayed is not welcome. You're not supposed to promote this certain gender, this certain race being of this certain quality. It's just a family eating McDonald's. It's not deep here, people. You don't have to make it into something else. And it just boggles my mind. I think the worst of the whole situation, because I could probably let that slide, is the fact that this is turning into a CP thing. This has to turn into a CP thing. Why? Because it's got a cute girl in it that's eating fries and gets happy? It suddenly has to be something else? This goes back to something that I have said several times before. I know I'm going all over the place here, but this is when I get worked up. Sometimes this happens. This goes back to something that I've struggled with for a long time now. Obviously, being a massive fan of anime, I run into the discussion of anime fans being into young people all the time. Because this show had a cute young character, that means this. Like, if you watch any other television show, if you watch a live television broadcast, if you watch, I don't know, a sitcom or something, and a child walks in the scene, everybody watching it must be into children. That's not how reality works. Go outside and meet people. Like, you're terminally online, as they say. You've been spending too much time online that your mind is immediately thinking of the same things and the same extremes. I often make the argument that if you're watching a show and you assume that everybody watching the show is into that because a child walks on the scene, that's a you problem. If you find that would equate attraction, that's a you problem. That's like one of the prime examples I always give is Erased. When I watched that show, I loved it. I thought the directing was phenomenal. Yes, the ending wasn't great, and yes, I admitted that I came into that show about the human element that it presented, not necessarily the mystery, which I thought the mystery was garbage, and I knew that it was not going to be that good. I went into it for the human aspect, and at some point they have this scene where this mother takes this girl into the bath and brings her there so they can be alone, and that she can basically open up and tell her what's going on. And I thought that was a very beautiful scene. It was a very motherly scene. And of course, a lot of people were saying, oh, if you like this show, you're into that. It was obviously being predatory. And my immediate response to that, oh, so you found that attractive? That's a you problem. Me personally, I don't have my own children, but I have helped raise a lot of children. I have babysitted a lot of children. And I've never found that kind of stuff attractive. I never was into that stuff. If you find that attractive, that's a you problem. That's because you're into it, not me. Because I didn't see that and go, oh my gosh, yeah. That's a you problem. You're disgusting and you should probably stay away from children. So if these people in this thread looking at this ad, if immediately what comes to your mind is predatory, that's you. You're disgusting. My logic here is that you watching this, your mind immediately went to, this is to make people want this little girl. Again, you're equating it. You're the problem. You're the predator. Stay away from children. don't go near the playgrounds. That's the problem that comes from this whole situation. They don't realize you equating it is a you problem. I didn't look at this and think that. I looked at this and thought, this is a sweet little family. They're enjoying their meal. Am I looking at what their skin tone is? No. Am I looking at their genders? No. I'm looking at a family eating fries. And the only reason I'm really kind of bringing this up on a video for this channel, because obviously I cover mostly anime, is because it is Japanese. It's a Japanese style one. I've loved all of the commercials that McDonald's has done for the anime style. I think they're fantastic. Got a huge kick out of the Shart Aznavour one. I really enjoyed the one with the new employee that was starting to work at the place. It was really cute. These anime style commercials that McDonald's has done are super sweet. I've always enjoyed them. They're always so wholesome. And there's even a ton more right now that they currently are putting up that are this similar style. It's a portrait style animation with, again, like a lo-fi style to it. I mean, they have one that has like, it's very Halloween themed. They have one just a bunch of the bros out eating together. It's very simple. But I almost feel bad for these animators, and I feel bad for McDonald's Japan because this has blown up so much. It's at 132 million views, 126,000 retweets and quotes. People are losing their minds, and it's just so mind-boggling. Yes, most of the discussion around this is around the predatory aspects for the girl in it. Yes, a lot of this stuff is the discussion around the family unit that we're not allowed to like anymore. You're not allowed to have a female and a male and a daughter. This idea, this family unit is not allowed anymore. It's disgusting, which I don't understand that. I don't understand the idea of how some people want to promote this other style of living at the expense of another. They can coexist, people. And yes, the aspect of this Japanese commercial for Japanese people with Japanese characters in it that are portrayed as a certain skin tone, which again is why it exists in the real world. Why can this not exist? But the other kind of funny discussion that comes from this whole thing is that ongoing, this is because of low birth rates in Japan argument. I have to admit that I've gotten to the point now where I don't really care for this discussion anymore. It is like, yes, at some point it was funny. This whole idea that we have shows like Spy Family coming out that like promotes this idea of get a wife, get children, otaku, please help our birth rates. Our birth rates are declining. Yes, politicians, yes, technically in Japan going, please have children. And so everything that comes out that has a family in it, any show, anything, any medium that comes out that's anime related, that has a child in it and some sort of marriage, it's immediately thought of, oh, this is propaganda because they have low birth rates. It's like, people, can we stop at some point? Let's be honest. The birth rates suck everywhere. Birth rates are declining most everywhere. In the United States, we're having birth rate problems. This isn't a Japan-only thing. When are we going to start seeing, like, I don't know, different shows on television in America and go, oh, this is propaganda for having more children because America's got low birth rates? It's not that everything that has children in it and has a family is, like, it has to be propaganda. Maybe it's just because it's a commercial with a family in it. If you scroll through McDonald's Japan, you're going to see commercials with again, Halloween characters. You're going to see the bros hanging out on the side of the beach. It doesn't mean like just because they have one commercial with a family, it doesn't mean immediately they're trying to do propaganda for birth rates. Can we please chill with that joke? Not that I'm offended by people saying that whole thing, but it's just like at some point it's like, it's not always about them trying to push birth rates. Now, yes, McDonald's does benefit from there being more children. Yes, McDonald's, in order to keep their businesses open, they need an economy that's functioning. And so, yes, having a society that's birthing children is a good thing for them. All companies want more population, thus more business. But please, it's not always about some kind of hidden conspiracy. It's not like all these companies join up together every night and go, so what did you do today in order to help the birth rates? Well, I made sure to make a commercial that has a child and two parents. Like, chill, people. Gosh, what else is in this stupid controversy? God, even people are bringing up NAZ's eyes. It's just like, wow. It's just about eating burgers. I think the only thing offensive about this stupid commercial is that the dad puts his chicken nuggets in ketchup. Who the hell puts their chicken nuggets in ketchup? That's the only crime in this entire video, is that the child looks like their mother. Excuse me, Japan. Yes, Okay, there's the other side of this thing that I wanted to bring up. You have people that are offended with the fact that the daughter looks like the mother. Again, some of this stuff could be trolls. I perfectly get it. Something like this going viral, there's going to be a lot of trolls. So I'm not going to take everybody for serious. That's why I'm not going to put up on my screen these tweets, because I think it just kind of, one, it feeds the trolls, and two, it can falsely point somebody as being malicious when in fact it's a joke. It's hard to seek sarcasm in text. Shocker, I know. But some people, again, I don't know if they're really being truthful here, complaining that the daughter looks like the mother. Please get out. Please go outside. Please go meet people. Well, I don't know. I say that very cautiously because some of these people are just, they shouldn't be in society in some cases. But if you don't know that children often take characteristics like hair color, eye color, all that kind of stuff from their parents, often cases only one side, you need to learn about biology. You need to go back to school. This is stuff that I learned, what, middle school? Do you not know how this works? Like, again, I don't know if this is a joke or not. It's just, you can't tell sometimes. People are nuts. I don't know. It is situations like this, honestly, for me, that makes me question our future. Yes, I can see in some cases, some people can find things polarizing. I can find in some cases people get upset about certain things. I can see when people get upset over a discussion about certain issues, certain things that are polarizing, political standpoints, that kind of stuff. I understand when there's outrage there. But when something literally doesn't have anything but a simple concept of a family eating fries, it's mind-boggling. See, one tweet said, every American's worst nightmare, a happy family. Like I said at the very beginning, joyless world. Absolutely joyless people. Anyways, I'm done. Mostly fun. Hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, if you did, make sure to hit that like button down below. Comment. Let me know what you think of this whole controversy, this controversial video. If you like this content, you want to support the channel more, I have Patreon link, tips link, super thanks, membership button down below. Greatly appreciate everybody it does. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and y'all take care.